Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Anachrony Essential Edition. This is from Mindclash Games and is designed by David Turksey, as well as Victor Peter and Richard Amann. So, let's go ahead and flip this over. It says it's 2 to 4 players, 30 minutes per player, ages 15 and up. It says, command mighty exosuits, traverse the time rifts, and lead your path through a cataclysmic future in this epic sci-fi board game. It is the late 26th century. Earth is recovering from a catastrophic explosion that exterminated the majority of the population and made most of the surface uninhabitable. The surviving humans organize along 4 radically different ideologies: harmony, dominance, progress, and salvation. Living in isolation in the safety of their capitals, the 4 paths maintain a fragile but lasting peace. Now an even more terrible cataclysm is looming on the horizon. An asteroid is heading towards Earth. But thanks to the recently discovered time rifts, the paths won't be caught off guard this time. It is up to their leaders to prepare, survive, and reunite the world under their banner once the dust has settled. It says worker placement with exosuits. Enhance your workers with exosuits to protect them outside of your path capital. Specialized worker management system. Recruit workers of 4 different types, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Endgame twist and gameplay. Prepare for the impact and adjust your strategy. 4 radically different factions. Choose the path that fits your playstyle. Great replayability. Explore countless ways to victory. Engaging science fiction world. Immerse yourself in the vivid, detailed background and story of Anachrony at anachronyboardgame.com. And you can see it won a few awards: Golden Geek Award from Board Game Geek, nominee from Cardboard Republic, 2017 Dice Tower's Best Strategy Game. So, pretty fantastic. Let's break into this. You know, I'd been aware of this game for a long time, and I'd heard, honestly, nothing but good things about it, and I just hadn't pulled the trigger until my good friend Riley Stock of the Board Game Community Show and the Friend and Foe Adventure Co. fell in love with it. I mean, you could tell he was so excited about it that it suddenly really put this game more strongly on my radar, and I just couldn't resist at some point. I don't remember if I can't remember if I got a deal on this or what it was. But anyway, regardless, I bought the dang thing. So I'm happy I have it. Now he has, there's miniatures you can get for this, for those exosuits and whatnot. I don't have that. I just got this. I figured I'd check it out, make sure it looked like it was going to be cool for me before I splurge on all that. But I might someday, because I do like minis. So here's our rule book. Looks very pretty. Lots of pictures, so not just walls of text. Hopefully there's some good descriptions here. Okay, so a lot of stuff I'm getting into is just kind of telling you about like real specific, I don't know, places or cards or what have you. So optional rules. So the main rule book, main rules of the game is 19 pages, so not too crazy. I have heard this is a pretty complex game though, so you know, don't let that fool you just because it's not like 800 pages. Like it's still not going to be a light game. So we have some pretty cool looking dice here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because it'll make it a little easier. So got some nice looking dice. There's some random baggies in here, which is great. Looks like probably a score sheet. I'm guessing there's a lot of ways to score points, so this can help keep track, I imagine. We have little plastic things for the standees. We have plastic cubes in a variety of colors, which is nice. I don't know if those are specific to players or if they mean different things depending on the color. We've got a little deck of cards here. I don't think I'm going to open it just because it doesn't look like it's going to be like covered in amazing art or anything. I think it's just going to have cubes on it, which is fine, but not super exciting to look at. Okay, now this one though, this I will look at because already this art is fantastic. So I want to see more of that. Let's get into this. Okay, let's take a peek here. For some reason, I hadn't looked at this game very closely, I guess. I just didn't think it had like this kind of amazing art in here, but I really like that. Oh man, he's interesting looking. Yeah, I really like the character design. All right, so we have our reference card. Here's some more stuff here. Sorry if I was holding that too high. I tend to do that on accident. I don't know why. Great artwork. Really like that a lot. Okay, I'm glad that... Oh boy, this is all shrink wrapped together, isn't it? Okay. So let me get into this. I'm always so afraid I'm going to scratch up a component when I do this. I just need to get it started, though. To my knowledge, I have not yet managed to damage a game in the opening process. I did, however, sit on the box top for my copy of Praga Caput Regni. It really just split at the corners, which was okay because I could just tape it up, but I didn't feel very cool when I did that. Okay. Let's take a look at these cards. Are they... Ooh, hello. I'm just going to fling them around the room. All right. So I'm not going to know what the symbology means, but we're just taking a look at the pretty pictures right now. Yeah, I like that a lot. Gosh, I don't know why. I don't know. For some reason I had it in my head that the components that were going to be a little bit more stark for some reason. I'm not sure why I even thought that. Maybe it's just because maybe I just thought that because the cover of the box is just, you know, it's relatively plain. It just has a symbol on it and then sort of a cloudy looking background, but that's about it. So maybe that's why I thought that. I'm not really sure. That's kind of creepy. That's also creepy. Okay. All right, we've got a board here. I'm going to zoom back out real quick so I can show you this board as much as possible. It's not huge, but that's fine. So I'm not sure what we got here. It looks almost kind of like tech tree-ish, but I'm not sure that that's accurate. So I know that time traveling is some kind of mechanism in here. I don't know exactly how that works, but I am kind of curious how they work that in, because it's an interesting thing to try to use. I don't know if it's a super unique way they do it, or if it's just they're doing something that's relatively common in games and saying that's your time traveling. I don't know. But these look like probably player boards for different factions. They'll have their own different sort of look to them, which I love. Okay. And oh boy, I'm causing avalanches over here. And then I think, God, the rest of this might all be sheets of tokens. So we'll take a peek here. It's going to be a little tough because I just don't know what a lot of these are. There's some people over here. Not sure what they are. Maybe they're workers of some sort. I know it said I think they said 4 different kinds of workers, so it could be that those are among them. But time will tell. Time, and it's a time travel. Yeah, okay. All right. But they look nice. Everything seems really nice, high quality. I'm sure all the symbology will make sense when I've actually read the rules. That always helps. I think this is the first game I have from Mindclash, actually. I know they make, you know, big complicated games. I did back Septima on Kickstarter, which I think is supposed to actually be one of their lighter ones. And I'm excited about that because the theme is, I think you're a coven of witches. And so you're helping the town, but if you do too many things, like it starts getting people suspicious of you. And, you know, I don't know exactly how it goes. You know, it's been a while since I looked at that page, but I like that concept. They seem to have really interesting ideas for the game. You know, this one has time travel. Oh man, there's one, I think where you're battling inside someone's mind or something. I can't remember what it's called. But I remember that one was on Kickstarter right about the time I first started looking at Kickstarter, and I thought it looked really interesting, and I almost got it, but I didn't. And you know what I got instead? I got Ghostbusters, the board game. I chose wrong. It's okay. It's fine. I have actually sold that game because I hadn't even played it. I just read the rules and I was like, no, this isn't going to be good. And to be honest, when I've heard people talk about it, they've mostly echoed that sentiment. So such a shame because it looked really neat. But all right, that's it though. That is everything inside the Anachrony Essential Edition box. And like I said, my friend Riley talked this game up so much that I felt like it was one I really had to try. And I'm super glad I got it. You know, I'd eyed it for long enough that it was time to pull the trigger and buy this thing. So were you pleasantly surprised at the artwork in this as well? Have you played it? Do you have any strategy you could tell me? Because I'm always terrible at games. So any little tips could be useful. Do you think it's worth it to get those miniatures? I know my friend does, but I'd like to hear other opinions as well. Maybe some of you disagree. So let me know in the comments any thoughts you have. It really honestly makes my day when I get comments. I just love hearing from people about my videos. As long as they're not super negative, that's not as great, but it doesn't happen too often. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.